However, I hope you'll all enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed reading Michael Dean's poetry. I've called it a perfect match. We've waited for this day to come for over 13 years. And as Mícheal said, I do, our eyes were full of tears. Were the tears of joy or sadness? I still can't figure out. We're glad to hand her over, of that we have no doubt. Just like Mum and Dad, they married in Nollaig by the sea. And while Nollaig has her 8 medals, Mum and Dad had 8 jewels of kids, you see. When Mum and Dad's first child was born, they decided to call him John. And to ensure he'd never be lonely, Dennis soon came along. The Blondie duo were great friends, but 2 was such a daddle. So around their 3rd anniversary, they had Eilish to mollycoddle. Now John, he was the perfect child. All he touched just turned to gold. And poor Dennis always got the blame, even when John was bold. Eilish stayed awake all night and slept all through the day. So Deirdre was a godsend. She just sit in the gullies and play. Well, of course, I was a model child. I was happy to play ball. So to even up the matches, Edmund made it 3-all. 6 of the best, or so we thought, just like the Brady Bunch. But Ned and Kathleen delivered again when it came to the crunch. After a nice 8-year break, life was such a song. So to make it a little more challenging, Orla was brought along. She was such an excellent child. I don't think she ever got in trouble. But when Nollaig came for company, she made up for it on the double. Where's my bag and where's my gear? Don't you know I have a game? And all these years later, her demands are still the same. Nollaig and Orla were known as the twins. They were distinguished only by name. But while Orla always knew what she wanted, Nollaig always picked the same. And though many years have passed, nothing much has changed. And when Nollaig dithered over wedding plans, Orla stepped in and arranged. Auntie Carmel was making the cake. Nollaig, I need to know the exact colour of your dress to ensure the right coloured bow. Hang on, says Nollaig, I'm not sure. I'll give Orla a quick shout. So she's the one who chose the dress, so she'll definitely sort you out. Poor Orla was so busy, she'd hardly time to get her own dress. As the unofficial wedding planner, even Frank she would impress. Nollaig was always totally indulged, the baby of the clan. And from her birth to this very day, Mum and Dad are her biggest fans. When Nollaig is playing a match, you'd really want to be deaf, not to hear Dad's words of encouragement and Mum shouting at the ref. There was great excitement when Michael D, the presidential race, did win. But your Mum was telling everyone that was John and Nollaig that got him in. I used to drag her to training and bribe her all the way with chocolate bars or anything sweet. I think I invented pay for play. But as soon as she put on those boots, she'd take off like a hare and leave the rest of us for dead. It just wasn't fair. She could take or leave football, it used to break my heart. And in the summer of 2000, she took off to Edmund and Ellen in New York. We expected her to come home, talking about cookies and the fall. But instead, she was expelled by Gaelga, obviously kind of free nothing but football. What miracle had happened there? We just couldn't figure out. Until we met Mícheal O'Croney. Then we knew what it was all about. Now she was the first at training and played out of her skin. And with me to pass her all the ball. an All-Ireland club title. We did win. Eamon Ryan gave instructions to give the Cleary girl a call, but mistakenly they called Nollaig instead of me. I didn't like to upset her at all. So off she went and did impress, and the rest is history. She's won all the honours to be won, but it really should have been me. But I did have my moment in Croke Park in 2006. I strutted out onto that field of dreams. I was delighted to be picked. I looked into the crowded stands. I was ready to play my part. Till I got a nudge from Orla. Come on, the Irish have to come off, because the match is about to start. 5 minutes to go, and down a point. There was a break in play. I ran on to Nollaig with the water and told her at the edge of the square to stay. The next ball that comes your way, lash at that crossbar like thunder, because knowing that loopy left leg of hers, it would probably sneak well under. But for once in her life, I couldn't believe it. She did exactly as I asked her. She hit the crossbar smack on. Oh, what a disaster. But as the old saying goes, it's better to be born lucky than rich. The ball came back into Nollaig's hands, and she sunk it. The lucky... The ball came back into Nollaig's hands and she sunk it without a hitch. And like we had the way with it. The Hoosier sounds, the game is won. This is one that Cork did snatch. And then an announcement was made that Cleary was player of the match. I straightened my bib and pinched myself. Could this be true? Just maybe? But Nollaig by now had the award in her hands. But she's only the baby. The prenuptials are sorted, so nothing's left to chance. Let there be no misunderstanding in this wonderful romance. So Mícheal, thou shalt mind Nollaig and all that she does own. Her bags, her keys, her medals, and of course her fancy phone. Most importantly, thou shalt board the bus to the haven without any transfer fees. Because they're a handy junior 3 team, but they need someone to take the freeze.
I love the mic.
Thou shalt take care of the cleaning and all of the meals, and every second week at least, bring our salad rolls from fields. If you can keep these simple rules, it'll be a match made in heaven. Shamar Dern and Shanachal, Annie Kirog, So raise your glasses, make a toast to Nollaig and Mícheal. Later on.
Lancia.
And later on, ditch those heels and dicky bows and have yourselves a ball.
Good.